Welcome to College Hoops Reborn V5. It's your boy DD Donut, also known as Welcome Down Yay on Discord, and welcome to version 5 of College Hoops Reborn. It's been a while since we updated. We dropped a couple days ago for both PC and PS3 users. I hope those that are able to get it working for themselves and their appropriate system are having a blast and enjoying the college season in real life as well. We're in the thick of things. Season's coming to an end. March Madness is right around the corner. Let's see who's going to get it done. Who's going to make it to the Final Four. With that being said, I'm going to show off Connecticut's, not sure if it's new or not, but their most worn away jerseys. We had a particular fan advocate for it, so now it's in the game. So shout out to you. And then we have Duke over here, who is the known culprit of one of the few teams that get brought up when discussing the invisible glitch. So we're just gonna slide over, start a quick freelance game. We'll get to rosters afterwards. Just want to showcase the invisible glitch being fixed for the most part. As you can tell. Also, the replay is available, not grayed out, which is also an indication of something going wrong. Look, it's Boozer on the floor, projected number 1 pick in the upcoming NBA draft. I really think the top 3 picks, between him, AJ, and Peterson, will come down to how the NBA lottery shakes out. Because they're all different players in their own right. And of course, they all have probably the equal amount of upside and potential. But, in my opinion, team fit is something to, have concern over, especially when you have a high-profile incoming rookie. You want to make sure, he fits in as an individual player, but also to, what's going on with the team fit, unless the team is building around. But based on the NBA season, the teams that are bottoming out and probably gonna have a high positioning in the lottery, most of those teams are probably going to be in rebuild mode. So we'll see how the lottery shakes out. But I don't really see a problem with you going with either AJ or Boozer or Peterson. I think this is going to be a strong class, especially with the freshmen that are more than likely going to declare at the conclusion of this college season. So I think if you can get yourself a lottery pick or 2, all the way to, I want to say, about the mid-teens, you can get yourself a decent player coming out of this draft. I don't know if it'll be generational, but I'm not going to say it's top-heavy either. The top 3 are all the top 3 that we've been talking about all season. But I think there's been several players to make their cases well-known up to this point. So we'll see how March Madness plays out. Who can further their name up the draft boards. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. Especially if you're a team with multiple first-round picks. Very exciting times. So, as you can tell, the invisible glitch should be, at least on PC, done for you. Let's do North Carolina as well. I believe they're another team that are usually brought up when discussing that glitch. Alright, they seem to be okay. Yep. Don't forget to visit us at our Discord, where we can get all the latest news for all of our mods. We just had MVP version 2 drop. Shout out to those boys. We had Madden 11 drop a couple weeks ago. V3 is slated to drop this weekend. And then we have V5 of College Hoops Reborn. Let's get somebody else involved. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, let's move on, shall we? I wanted to show the weekly show. Even though sometimes that still crashes for some of us, myself included. I have gotten it to a point where that doesn't happen as likely. So try to, save as often as possible just in case it does happen. I know how it feels when to be caught off guard with that and lose some progression. Not nice. But we're gonna run with everybody's favorite, Duke. This is actually low-key one of my favorite parts of Legacy mode. I don't often simulate it. I like getting the inside scoop on the incoming recruiting class. Not just for, the first year, but for a couple years beyond. I like to spend time getting to know the players and their likes and dislikes and trying to come up with a system for the future and just finding players to plug in and plug out. Alright, that's finished. We can go to the Carter season. Of course, they're ranked number 1. Yes. Let me know if you normally play Midnight Madness. I normally don't. But I'm glad it's there for those that do. Alright, let's head into the preview show. You notice the 2K26 up there now. We got that updated for y'all. I'm not sure if these based on roster stats or not. Especially with UCLA being up there. I'll try to update the coaches as well, at least with their names and likeness. So we can, pretty much skip all of this. Just showing that it works. There he is. There he is. Keep going. He's only second team because of Boozer. Let's keep moving. There you go. Alright, I think the weekly show pops up about 2 weeks afterwards. So let's go ahead and simulate to that point. Alright, went as expected. Okay, so maybe 3 weeks. So let's simulate. Don't forget to check us out. We got other mods, dropping updates, trying to keep things on a nice rotation for you guys. Of course, it's all free. Just come visit us at our Discord. Alright, that was a closer game. Alright, let's take a look. There you go. So she definitely worked the first time around. Now, something I noticed, at least here, is that some teams are still invisible, even though that may not appear in game. That is something that I can probably look into once I figure out why that's happening. Damn. Shout out to the Gators. So yeah, it's not affecting every single team. This must be at a preseason tournament. Ooh, 26 from AJ. And there you go. There you have it. Enjoy the exciting week of college hoops action to come. So, with that being said, you should be able to advance to the next week and watch the weekly show if you're doing a sim style legacy mode. If it does freeze, just restart and you should be able to be good to go from there. That's something that I will continue to work out, but as you can see, it does work the first go around, or at least on the first boot. So you can get back to enjoying the weekly show to have that extra immersion into your legacy. So we're gonna exit out of here, head over to Quick Game. Let's get the top picks together. We can do Kansas. Where are they? Big 12, Big 12. Okay. Alright, and we can leave this as a computer versus computer.
Get ready for college hoops on 2K Sports. The Duke Blue Devils go up against the Kansas Jayhawks. We're really excited to bring you this matchup. Hi there, everyone.
It was pretty much V5. We're not gonna run this game too long. Just wanted to let you guys know about the invisible glitch. Some updates to some uniforms. I'm gonna show Ohio State's court, Stanford's, California's after this game takes off for a couple minutes.
He's got great touch around the rim. He's a real dangerous post presence.
Obviously these colors and saturations and stuff that you see is based on the reshade that I started using for pretty much all the games I play on PC. I think it just makes it that more realistic. Shout out to that scoreboard looking good. Shout out to my boy Rapid. Worked hard on that.
New year, new me. Put up and in on that last layup. When you've got height like that, you can really control the connection. No question. He can pass the ball where he wants to and really orchestrate the attack.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Dishes it to the inside.
This is definitely one of my favorite camera views when I'm watching one of my games in Legacy.
Peterson, with plenty of space, gets nothing but net. It's a tie ball game. Catches it, left wing. Boozer passes to the baseline.
And what I like about the rosters are, and maybe this could just be the tendencies, but when you're a star player, you're going to get that ball, you're going to get your touches. And that's something that I've noticed a lot when watching the computers take on each other. Very nice to see.
Knocks down the first one.
So yeah, even despite this age, this is definitely a classic. Something that's been a real treat to mod and still a treat to this day. And despite, efforts from other companies to come out with their own version of this college basketball, as we know it today,
Tracy Wilson, who has some info for us.
they're just not gonna get it done. So we're gonna be here regardless. Reborn Sports.
This opponent specializes in baiting ball handlers into steal opportunities and forcing turnovers. Obviously, the less he sees of that in this game, the better.
Thanks, Tracy. Good choice to deliver the bounce pass. Pinpoint. From deep. That one was
Good shot.
He's got three. Duke really knows
So yeah, I'm also gonna try to do a legacy mode. Obviously using my team, U of I, University of Illinois.
to the high post.
Try to get some championships from the Big Ten.
Wipes the board off the window.
Win a couple natties, get some players to the draft.
Skips it to the right wing. Swing pass. Left
Not sure what I'll do with those exported players, since at the moment we can't mod NBA 2K8, which is something that we've also been looking forward to the day
drops.
of being able to do.
By 6.
But for now, maybe I'll use 2K14 as a somewhat substitute.
Down low. Picks it up.
But yeah, I definitely want to get a legacy going. Not trying to play every single game. Mainly the preseason tournament. A couple marquee matchups if they pop up on the schedule, or if I schedule them myself. And then mainly the conference tournament. Conference game, then the conference tournament. And then, of course, March Madness.
Team got a steal. The other side just took it right back. It was an amazing display of
I usually play the McDonald's All-American game as well, especially if I got like 3 or 4 recruits. Nice little detail as well to legacy mode. Get a feel for the players beforehand. So that's about it. We'll show off some of these courts before we get up out of here. Let's head over to the Big Ten. Ohio State. As my controller fights with me. This is how you know also that you're on V5. This is Ohio State court as it appears in 2026. Shout out to the team that was able to get this done. Looks really nice. Hopefully it's something that they decide to keep going forward. It looks real good. It looks good in the game at least. Alright, let's head over to Stanford. Their court was also updated as well for V5. So for my Stanford fans or alumni or just people that know somebody that has some ties, here go your court. It looks good. Sometimes less is more. Let's head over to California. Oh, excuse me. It'll be in the Pac-12. Excuse the white here. That's my computer settings. Alright, here's California, the Golden Bears. Shout out to them. Now on PS3 they have a more accurate version of Texas AM. Excuse that ad. As I was saying though, on PS3 they have a more updated version of Texas Tech court, but I will also get that in this version as well and probably push out a hot update and some other things that I would like to update as well. But yeah, I like this court a lot, so shout out to the team. Alright, let's get that going. So that's pretty much V5 in a nutshell. I should have the links up there for both PC and PS3 in the Discord. And I should also have the rosters. Now I'm using a profile that already has everything in the shrine unlocked. So if you're missing any alternate uniforms that you thought was in the game, well, think again. They are. They're probably just behind the shrine locked. So you can either, take it old school and earn your points and unlock them that way, or you can find the profile that I'm using that has everything unlocked on the Discord as well. So with that being said, this is DD Donut. Welcome to College Reborn V5. Our Discord will be in the description below, And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, praises, let us know. We're here to help you guys. And shout out to the team, shout out to the community, shout out to everybody that's involved. We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the excitement. We appreciate the questions. Even sometimes it feels kind of weird, but it's a testament to the love that you guys have for us and the mods that we make for you guys every day. So once again, the Discord will be in the link. Shout out to the community. Shout out to everybody. V6 will be on the way, in a while. We gotta drop this NCAA 13 for you guys. I know that's another highly anticipated mod. So shout out to Bench. And shout out to everybody involved in that project. I know that's gonna be another banger. So now we're gonna have like 4 or 5 mods in rotation. We starting getting our name, around. So we appreciate the love and keep spreading. And I'm definitely gonna hit you guys up with this legacy mode so that we can get something going, and see our players go into 2K14 maybe, and continue their professional careers. So I'll keep y'all updated with that. Stay tuned for V3 of Madden 11. It's going to be another update for Madden 25 as well, mainly porting over the things y'all see and get in Madden 11. It's going to be another update to MVP 2007, version 2.2. So be on the lookout for that. And once again, I'm DD Donut, also known as Welcome Down on Discord. This is V5 of College Hoops Reborn, and I'm out. Y'all have a blessed one now.